And we're in. All right. Today, let's take a look at a few things real quick. First off, I had a really good day yesterday. Got to hang out with my bandmates and my buddies. And we got to write. We got to write a little bit of music, which was fun. I misspelt it here, but I'll change that later. That's a band name, Super Buffalo. But more importantly, I want to point out something else. Now, I may not be able to spell, but I'm certainly smarter with money than Elon fucking Musk, whatever the dumb shit name is. E-moron is what I like to call him. Because you'd think you think a rich dude would have more sense than to wake up and choose this kind of stupidity. Note, Ed Markey reaches out and he says something because, I don't know, maybe it's because he's a congressman. He's a public servant. This is his job to question you, Elon. Well, stupid Elon goes and chooses this, putting people over profits, and he chooses to go, perhaps it's your real account. Sounds like a parody. Too bad Markey is on all three committees that directly oversee Elon's business transactions and businesses collectively. He spends $44 billion on this stupid microblogging website that people use for fun and then gets all crazy butthurt. Yeah. So, we get more out of this, though. So, Ed Markey actually responds again. He goes in and he taps on it one more time. One of your companies under an FTC consent decree. Auto Safety Watchdog NHTSA is investigating another for killing people. Yeah, those Teslas, they're not safe. And you're spending your time picking fights online. Throwing glass. Don't live in a glass house if you plan on throwing rocks, Elon, you big dummy. Anyways, you want to follow me on Twitter? There it is, cold out. Just my name. Feel free. Yeah. This is the kind of crazy stuff I post on Twitter. So if you like a laugh, jump on me that way. I am publishing some written stuff. I will leave this link, the Substack, in here. I've got a couple of pieces that I've written a little bit on, and they're all science fiction stories, mainly focusing on man versus technology and man versus society and governments in play and things like that, politics. So it's an interesting thing. Project Filter is inspired by the Snowden leaks, as well as overall the industrial military industrial complex that we are behooven to in this country. I have another piece that I'm working on right now that is called Murder Amongst the Stars, and that involves all of humanity, or everything that we could save of humanity, packed aboard a ship on a 1,000-year journey. We'll see where it goes. And my other piece on here that I'm publishing on Runaway Train of Thought is it is a Peanut Butter Underground. It's a piece I wrote about authoritarianism and politics of fear. So if you were interested in any of those concepts or ideas, please take a look in the description. Check out my Substack. Subscribe, read, share. If you like it, maybe you can help me figure something out. All right. Let's jump back in. One of my favorite websites is Fiat Leak. It's a great website. It shows you real time all the transactions of all the crypto coming off of all the chains and to their geolocated positions, at least to the countries. This I've got it set up for on the U.S., but I just wanted to show you that everybody that wants to be spitting all of this FUD all of these days, there are still plenty of people that are buying. There are still plenty of people that are thinking this is still worthwhile. Imagine if we really had some terrible regulatory news, this page would not be working. That's not going to happen, and that's why I believe in crypto, not financial advice. Do your own research. Don't listen to me. This is for my own enjoyment. DXY, I've got it on the day chart here. DXY, we are, and you know what? That's a kind of kooky, isn't it? Kind of kooky. Look how it follows that. It's been following. We're kind of coalescing with this old fractal pattern. Strange. Let's see what we have in the news on the DS. Dollar rides on Fed warning from 17 hours. 3 days ago, dollar hovers near 3-month low. Dollar set to end week sharply lower. Not much information there. Let's jump on the Dow Jones. Dow Jones, we are trending up. Not even a percent point. Let's see what let's see what the hot sheets are saying. So it's just basically, yields up. Yeah. That's something else that's going to be interesting. The pot legislation. Maryland, my home state, has decided to pass recreational, so that's exciting. It's going to be a whole new marketplace, a whole new tax base for the state, and we're going to be able to take care of some people and get people into some public service programs that are going to be very helpful to them. That's something I honestly believe. And yes, I voted Democrat. I don't care what you voted. But just take a look at, speaking of voting and speaking about all the issues that are going on, this FTX mess. It's crazy. But according to some reports, SBF is sitting there just playing video games while the guys from the Security Exchange Bahamas are just looming over him or watching the door. Yeah. There has been rumor that he plans to shoot off to Qatar or Dubai, whichever. I don't believe any of them. I don't think you should believe any of the rumors. I'll believe what you can prove. And what I can prove, and what I can take a look at here, is that BTC is still struggling with its dominance. We are still well below any sort of stronger statement. We're nowhere near 50%, and we are showing bearish, I would say, with BTC dominance, because we've got a lot of strong information. Now, let's take a look back over here at the XRP ticker here. Note, we had, because of the FTX contagion, people get scared, people sell, people run away, and this also could have been buying pressure from people running away from FTX. Always think about that. We still have some of that here, but I'm seeing it. I mean, we rocketed off. We see some resistance points in these line up with the Fibonacci's and some with the moving averages. I expect, this is so drastic that I expect it I expect it to correct back up rather quickly. But the whipsaw in itself over the whole debacle and customer confidence, consumer confidence is really low. But you know what they say, there's blood in the streets. Bye. Let's take a look. We got some over here, our friends here at Crypto Slate. Highest volume right now. We're still firing off with Bitcoin. And biggest gainers. Let's take a look at our biggest gainers. KuCoin token, SafePal, Voyager token. That's curious. Last 24 hours. Of course, when you got that kind of a strong sell-off there, 25, 21% the past 30 and 7 days, you got to have some seller exhaustion somehow. There's no way I'm in there doing anything like that. I'm just watching the show. Let's take a look at biggest losers. And there it is, FTX token. Quite a bit. Sologenic, that's interesting. That's one of my favorites there. I like Sologenic. I'll do a video on that later. Regardless, I think that's all for today. Let's leave it back over here on Fiat Leak. And know this. For every guy that's out there, or every person's out there spreading FUD, spitting weakness, and spitting, whatever they think is knowledge, look at the data. Go back and look at websites like this that show it to you. And you decide for yourself. Never invest anything you can't afford to lose 100% of. Because we're finding that out today. And the government's not there to protect you. The government's not there to hold anybody accountable. The government's there just to sit there and claim jurisdiction and chest thump and get settlements from these guys. Note, SEC isn't turning around and handing that money out to anybody else. You think the SEC takes all of Ripple's XRP? They're going to turn around and give it to everybody else? No, they ain't. They don't do it for the people. They do it for themselves. That's just why I do for myself. And with that said, that's WWS.